What's up, guys? Greetings from Melbourne, Australia. I'm on tour for the next couple of weeks, and I thought I had a few minutes today to jump back in and do another Q&A session. So I thought I would answer a few more questions. I'm just kind of pulling them up now. Okay, so looking at a few questions, we're going all the way back to the Judy J.J. Johnson video. It's a video from a couple years back, but there was a comment from the Funk 731. He asked, "What trombone are you playing here? It's very nice." Well, thanks for the kind words, appreciate that. But in this video, at that time, I was playing a custom 508 Edwards small bore trombone. I don't play it anymore. I was looking for something a little bit different, so I switched to a King 3B Plus that I'm playing now, but still have that Edwards. It's definitely a good horn. It has a very particular kind of thing to it, which is very cool, and sounds great. It's easy. It's great to play. But I was just looking for something else, so I made a change. But in this video, it's that Edwards 508 bore horn. And I had played that since 2009. I had played that horn. Before that, I had a Yamaha. Forget exactly the model number of that one, but it was a Yamaha. Here, this is a good one. So on the major scale workout, Nikola Plachoniak, sorry, don't know how to pronounce your name, man, but he says, "You're pretty good, but you puff your cheeks." And I know I have this kind of weird habit of this cheek, some of the skin, part of it puffs up on the left side. Or no, is it the right side? It might be the right side. Yeah, it's the right side. Some of the skin here, it kind of puffs out, but it's not the kind of puff out where like you see a student, they have their cheeks all puffed out. It's kind of like just the skin is a little stretched there, and so sometimes like it just puffs out like a little bit. It's just the skin kind of puffing out. It's not like I'm puffing my cheeks like that, but yeah, it is a bad habit. If I think about it, it goes away, but sometimes when I'm playing, it kind of comes out. And no, it's not good to store air in the pocket in the side, but I think sometimes if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's never been really a problem, so I don't try to fix it. If I was going back to the beginning, I would try to fix it maybe, but at this point, I think it's not that big of a deal, and it happens. Everybody has their own little quirks in their playing, so yeah, that's a good point. And there's other people that also puff a little bit, and it's not so much about the puff, it's about just like the skin kind of expands, I think, sometimes. But good observation. That's from the major scale workout video. And another good one, I'm going to answer this one, and I got to get back ready for sound check. But Sam Yoder asks, he says, "This is on the video, how to practice tough chord changes, major and minor thirds." I was talking about my tune, Race to the Bottom. I was preparing for a couple release shows, whenever that was, back in the spring, and thinking about playing hard changes. The changes on that tune are a little bit tricky to get through, but you can watch that video if you want. He says, "Andrew, not W, I can't say his last name, but I worked on Have You Met Miss Jones earlier this semester, and throughout the bridge I found it best to find the common tones in the different key centers. So I ended up with a different structure or scale fragment on each, but they were all interconnected. I had a lesson with John Fetchak last week, and he talked about playing one modality, tonality, in thirds, ascending. When you get to the top, immediately switch without stopping to something else. So like C major ascending, D flat major down, and then scale patterns too. Do you have any other specific patterns you like to do?" That's a very long question, very good question, and yeah, I think that's a great exercise from John Fetchak. I think being able to switch freely between all of the different scales and modes is very important. So I think it's important to do something like the major scale workout in every key, and then mix them up like you're saying, and I like to think about chords and chord changes in large groups, so that the tonality is on the bridge of Have You Met Miss Jones, right? So B flat, and then G flat. So I'm thinking of just kind of a big 2-5. I'm thinking of all the stuff that's the colors of B flat major, and then I'm thinking of all the stuff that's the colors of G flat, and then I'm thinking all of the colors that are D major, and then all the colors going back to B flat / going back to the A section in F. So to me, it's more about fluidity and comfort than it is about a specific scale pattern. It's about connecting your ears to the slide and to the key centers, so getting comfortable with all the key centers and being able to execute whatever you hear in that key center. So practicing all different scale exercises within each key, so that when you put it all together, it ends up being kind of a more cohesive thing, so you can hear your way through those without having to worry about which key you're in, because you're so familiar with all the keys. So that's kind of my approach to something like the bridge of Have You Met Miss Jones. But that might be a subject for another video, to really dig into the bridge of Have You Met Miss Jones. That's a good maybe idea. So I'm going to leave you guys there. Thanks for checking this out. This is fun to do these Q&As, so make sure you're leaving your questions below these videos as well as on the various videos around the YouTube channel, and make sure you're subscribed if you're not, and share these with your friends if you think there's something helpful in them. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Back to the Australia tour for me, so see you guys later from Melbourne, and yeah, thanks for watching.